into unquenchable fire. So here it's saying that there's this fire that's unquenchable. Does this mean that the fire never goes out? What does unquenchable mean? It means you can't put it out. Now, if you have a fire, I mentioned I've been doing some burning on my property. I've been working on a barn this last year. I've got my one last thing I got to do next Thursday on my barn. People are coming out to install my garage door opener. But we had to clear a bunch of trees. And when the people cleared them, they made a huge, giant burn pile. And everybody said, just throw some diesel on it, throw a light on it, and just let it burn. This thing was like 12 feet high and probably halfway back to the sanctuary, and probably almost as wide as the pews. I mean, it's a huge pile. So I let it sit there and dry out real good. And this last spring, I decided, okay, I'm going to get rid of it. And I put some diesel on one end, not the whole thing, on one end of it, threw a match on it. Diesel doesn't catch like gasoline. So it's a little slower catch. It's a little safer to do that kind of thing. Not that I recommend that you do any of it. So I threw it on there, and it started to ignite. And it got big, just the one end. It was huge. And now I get a little scared because I've got trees around it. Now they're a bit of a distance, and there's no wind, but I start to get afraid that a wind is just going to all of a sudden gust it, blow against the trees. It's going to catch the good trees on fire, and all my neighbors' houses are going to burn to the ground. And so I just immediately had a come to Jesus moment. And I start praying, God, please put out this fire. This could catch all the trees on fire. But I then had a different ending to the story where I said that fire was unquenchable. What would you understand that to mean? That no matter what I did, I could not put out that fire. Now, though I started that in March, would you think that when I said that my burn pile was an unquenchable fire, would you think in your mind that fire is still burning there in my backyard today? No, you would think that it's unquenchable, meaning you can't put it out. But it will go out when that which it is consuming is consumed. When it is done burning, it will go out. What it says when it is an unquenchable fire is that when the lost are thrown in there, they can't put it out until it has destroyed the wicked. When they are destroyed and the earth is cleansed, it will then go out. This is what it means. When a fire team shows up to a house, they have to quickly decide, is there anybody in there we need to save, of course? If nobody in there, can we put it out? Is it going to be any danger to any other houses around, etc.? If there's no danger to any other houses and they know they can't put it out, they're not going to send people in there and risk their lives. They will choose to just let it burn itself by protecting everything else around it. That is an unquenchable fire. When it's done consuming whatever it's going to consume, then it goes out. That's what it means to be an unquenchable fire. Notice Jeremiah 17:27, letting the Bible interpret itself. But if you do not listen to me, God is speaking to his children of Israel just before they go into captivity by Babylon. God tells them, come back to me, repent, follow me, give me your heart. If you don't, I'm going to remove my presence and let you live an ungodly life. And when that happens, my protection is no longer over you. And the king of Babylon will come in, Nebuchadnezzar and his armies, and will destroy your cities. He said, if you do not listen to me to keep the Sabbath day holy by not carrying a load or coming in through the gates of Jerusalem on the Sabbath day, then I will kindle a fire in its gates, and it will devour the palaces of Jerusalem and shall not be quenched. Does this mean that if the children of Israel did not repent, that when Nebuchadnezzar and his armies come in and light this place up, that it would be burning throughout all eternity? No, and sadly enough, they did not repent. And just as predicted, Nebuchadnezzar and his armies come in. The priests and many people went into the temple in hopes to hide from this captivity. But eventually they came into Jerusalem, and they threw fire into the temple, lit it up, that it melted the gold and everything inside, and the people inside were all died. The temple itself was ablaze. The exact same thing happened. In AD 70. The fire was unquenched. It burned. They couldn't put it out until that which it was consuming was destroyed. When it was destroyed, there was now no longer any fuel, so it then goes out. It's not still burning today. Once it has consumed what it needs to consume, it is then destroyed. When you read about the final judgment by fire, you see that it executes destruction, not eternally tormenting. It executes the final judgment by destroying them. The Bible says in Malachi 4:1, "For behold, the day is coming, burning like a furnace, and the arrogant and enemy evildoer will be